for instance, you know, you made fraudulent accusations regarding petty cash.
Yeah, because I saw it with my own eyes.
You know, every single penny is accounted for in that office. What do you think we've been doing, travelling bus fares, you know, for Wigan and back? Peter, when you're making allegations and when you're speaking to me on the phone or you're speaking to other people, and I make a simple request, I ask you to follow a process that we have to follow if we can make a complaint against you. And what I'm saying to you is that you're not following the process, and by turning up at the office, it's not gonna benefit you in any way, shape or form.
And why am I not allowed to come in anymore? What's the reason over that?
Because you have had incidences with members of my staff.
Oh yeah, like
you know, incidences. And plus also,
what you mean, Tracy, we're shouting the mouth off?
You've also made accusations that you've been taping phone calls and conversations that you haven't. So you can totally understand.
You're an
intelligent man.
Do you really want to bet on that?
You've said that you have.
I have.
So there you go. So you wonder why I'm not going to have you in my office.
But only just recently, because I had to prove to
Peter, whether the argument, whether it be recently, last year, 12 weeks
ago,
but
I'm not being spoke to.
Not the point,
that,
Peter.
End of the day, right, I'm not being spoke to off key, right, like that, treating me like as though I'm some sort of idiot, right, which I've told him that before. I'm not having Tracy aware, putting me down on everything what I do. Right, I mean, Dee Derby, right, she's alright, because she would have won what got me up, so, and then she'll put me down for it, and I'm not having it.
By coming into, okay, I'm not saying to you that you need to put up with it and live with it. What I'm saying to you is there's a process to a complaint procedure that you need to follow. And by coming into our offices, I am yet again going to have to contact Circle and tell them that you've come into the premises unannounced and not adhering to what I've asked you to do. This is not
yeah, well, that's funny, because I've not even had a phone call off Circle or anything.
Well, they should respond to your complaint. So you need to take that up with them, don't you, Peter?
Yeah.
Okay. Instead of marching into this office, you know, wanting to have a conversation, or whether it be a conversation, whether it be an argument, whether it be anything. I have told you, if you want your file, if you want photocopies from the information held on your file, request it in writing. We'll put it together and we'll send them out to you.
Well,
there's no issues with that. I've never ever said there was an issue with that. What I've said here is follow the process.
Well, okay then.
I'm not an unreasonable gentleman, Peter, but I really, you know, asking you.
There is one more question, Carl, just before I do go. Why has my CV not been updated?
Because it's not our responsibility.
Yeah, but it's straight to your words.
No, Peter. Once you leave, right, you completed your MWRA. All right.
Yeah, which Barry never picked it up.
Your next appointment was your leaving appointment, and then you went to I2I. I2I, like we did from TNG, should pick up sorting that CV out.
And why should they have to that?
Because it's their responsibility. They get paid a certain amount to work with you, Peter. Just the same as JHP, the same as TNG. It's their responsibility to sort that out. I've had this conversation. I mean, Martin, if he's your advisor, should have done that for you. That's all I can say to you, Peter.
Ah, well, I'll ask I about it.
They're the people. I mean, you know, if they're saying that they don't have to do it, then something you have to pick up with Circle again, something you have to pick up with I2I. But they should be doing your CV for you. Update your CV. You update your CV yourself.
Yeah. And do you know why I'm like I am at times? Because before I came here, when I was in TNG, she put me down and called me a pain in the ass in front of another member of staff, in front of all TNG, even the receptionist for there. And that's what put me down. And that's why I'm like I am.
But Peter, that is something that whether it comes to whether she said that or not, you have to understand that if you want to make a complaint, there's a process to a complaint procedure, and that's all I'm saying.
I already have.
I'm not, Peter. I'm not saying to you you're not within your rights to make a complaint. Everybody is within the right to make a complaint, but you've got to conduct yourself in the right manner. I have to conduct myself in the right manner. You have to as well. You've got a responsibility to yourself, and you've got your self-respect as well. But by coming into the office and shouting the odds, or getting on the phone and shouting the odds.
I ever got on the phone and shouted? All I've done is ask questions. That's it. I've been nice about it.
The process.
What? So you know, in other words, I just have to walk through the door and that's it. I've got a bad attitude on me without doing that.
I've been witness to conversations that you've had with members of my staff.
Yeah, and it's the way they're talking to me, which I'm not happy about.
Peter, I've only witnessed the way you come across.
You don't do nothing about your staff.
No. I discipline my staff when they need to be disciplined. But Peter, when you're making snide comments walking out of a door, and I hear those snide comments, that's when I respond.
What, Tracy? I found out you're lying because when I added it on Facebook, which are proving the right wrong, and she didn't like offers, so it's not my problem.
Is, you've just made your own point there by saying you tried to add it on Facebook. For what reason? I haven't got a clue. Would you be trying to...
Testing a theory.
But there's no theory to test.
Yeah, there is, because it says she's done it. I know what... Right, she told me that she worked for a prison at one time, and then she changed the story, and then she said she used to work for a job centre.
What do you have on Tracy's page?
Because that's what she was saying when I was on my appointments with her. And, you know, rubbing her fucking profession in my face.
No, but Peter, she's
right, I'm not having it.
She obviously didn't want to give you information, right, okay, and then you have found... Or try to gain that information.
Again, what you're on about again, she's been going around telling everybody different stories. Even Peter Ince come in at one time, which I heard about. He come up to Lindsay, had a word with her, he went back out, she got up, stood up and started backstabbing him right left and centre. Everybody went quiet.
She's never had a conversation with Peter Ince?
No, she got up and started backstabbing him when he left that room or with somebody.
I can guarantee that hasn't happened because I have been privy to every conversation that has been in that office with Peter Ince, every conversation that Lindsay and
well, it's probably not him, it's probably somebody else then, but I have heard of a couple of people that story.
But you hit Chinese whispers, Peter. Chinese whispers. You've probably heard that I'm a gobshite.
I've not heard.
I can guarantee that I'm not. But the point is that it's Chinese whispers. You're listening to other people. Listen to me, I'm telling you right now. Everything that you've accused or accused, whatever it might be, has been investigated, okay, right? I'm not the type of person who lets complaints go by. And the point being with this complaint as well, it was investigated by JHP, not by me. And they were all found to be unfounded. So what I'm saying to you, Peter, is that if you've got a problem with JHP or with people individually, make the complaint a process, all right? It'll get dealt with the way every complaint
That's what
goes.
I've done. I've already gone through the procedure.
But by phoning people up and by... This is the 4th time you've attended this office.
I've phoned up here.
But my point is you shouldn't be contacting this office because I've had that conversation with you. I had this conversation with you last week, wasn't it? Last Tuesday, something like that.
So, in other words, because you don't want me contacting this office over speaking to
I don't want you making direct contact with this office. I've told you that over the phone. And you know the reason why. Okay? Every time you come here, it results in an incident that I have to deal with. I'm a manager. I don't need to deal with stuff like this. And you're intelligent enough to know that you don't have to do this. You make a complaint through a process, and that will get dealt with. And if you're not happy with that, there's an appeal process that you follow. If you want your file, you put it in writing. We will put it all together for you, and we'll send it out to you. I haven't got any issues with that, Peter. What I do have an issue with you is just by coming into this office. And you know, whether or not you don't think it impacts on other people, it does. All right, it impacts on you. It's stressing you out. What do you need it for?
What do I need it for? Because every flipping piece of paper I've got has got, you know, even got a signature on it or nothing.
Peter, you know that's not true, okay?
Yeah, it is actually.
No,
I'll send you a copy of them. I will. I'll send you a copy. I'll show you.
You know that's not true. But look, Peter, if you want the file, if you want copies of the file, if you want to make another complaint, please just follow the process. I don't want to be doing this. I really don't, because it's not necessary. It really isn't necessary. You're with I2I now. I2I can help you and support you. Try and find a job. I wish you all the luck in the world getting a job. This isn't about us trying to stop you from getting employment. You're more than capable of working. So, let's, you know, if you want to make another complaint, follow a process. You want your file or copies of what's in your file, please, will you make it in writing and I'll get it out to you. I haven't got a problem with that. Okay?
Okay then.
Is that alright?
Yeah.
Alright, can we please not have this again?
Right, can you do me another favour? All the information what's on that computer, my CD or anything of me being here, can you please delete it?
We don't have access to that anymore. I2I have it.
I have it.
Yeah.
You don't.
ICMS.
Well, hang on a minute, because when it got transferred over, I did Tracy or one of you lot send me a copy of my CV.
Because we have copies of your CV.
Well, can you not delete them?
No, because we need to archive the file. The file gets archived. Because you've done the step 3, the paper file gets archived. The ICMS file gets sent to I2I. So I2I, the only ones who have access to it, you transfer to I2I.
That's why I come here a lot of keeping hold of
because we have
my
to.
information.
Because if Ofsted come in and direct us and say, was Peter Fairhurst on your programme? And we go, yeah. And they're like, well, where's the information? The information has to be held.
Okay.
Okay, and you signed, I'm not going to argue with this, but you have signed a data protection to say that we're okay to hold those
I haven't, no, this is just there. I have not signed
what I will do, I tell you what I will do, is I will send you out a copy of your data protection form that you signed.
Right, okay then.
Okay.
Because I'm sure I did not sign
Well, I
any
am
data
disagreeing with
protection.
you. Okay.
You can disagree.
Because I've seen the file and I know that your signature is on that data protection. So.
Right, okay then.
So I'll send that out to you, and then you've got that. And then if you want to continue to want copies of what's in your file, then you put it in writing, and then I'll send it all out to you.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Okay, Peter.
Right.
Have a pleasant day, okay?
Yeah, you too. Thank you. Bye.